unit,
Okay.
and then I've also worked with the product team where I am currently.
Great, great. Two of you as well. You
Yeah.
can just share your experience.
Yeah. So I was onboarded in August. I've been with Lone Star for 8 months now and some weeks. So I've been in two different departments.
Mm.
When I came first, I was assigned to the enterprise business unit. And coming from a biology background and going into an enterprise business unit where you have to deal with entities, bigger clients, it was tough getting to know your customer and customer always being right. You have to persuade them to make them believe that what you have is the right thing.
Mm.
It was tough for me because I was not taught that. So I had to put myself into the game and learn and flow along. And to I must admit, it has empowered me. It has built my self confidence and making me to relate with people more freely.
Okay.
And then I was secondly assigned to finance. In finance, I understood a lot of things. I'm still there in the revenues assurance department.
Okay.
But finance has a lot of different departments. So we do rotation in the departments. And I was able to understand about accounts payable, accounts receivable, and treasury and procurement processes. I've learned a lot from that department. I never even knew how debit and credit works. Cash in, cash out, cash flow. I never knew about that. But with Lone Star Cell MTN, it has helped me to learn a lot about these things. Even in the revenue assurance department where I am now, it feels like I'm in a biology lab
Mm.
because in the lab, we do observation, hypothesis, write our do an experiment and write a conclusion on that. So basically, I'm in a different sector, but the concept remains the same
Mm.
because in the revenue assurance department, we there working on leakages, how the company get money, how they spend the money, and how we can assure this revenue. So it seems like we just got a problem, or if there's a leakage, what is causing this leakage? We have to investigate and find out.
Mm.
So I feel like I'm still in the same field because we are investigating.
Okay. So let me come to you.
Good morning again. My name is Winnie, and I'm one of the graduate trainees. Um, my experience have been wonderful. Taking to the fact that even when you graduate from university, sometimes you do not even have job, and then they will ask you if you apply somewhere or do you have 5 years experience, 2 years experience, and the rest of it. But being a graduate trainee has prepared me for the job market. I'm a senior at Stella Maris, but at Lone Star Cell MTN, I've been able to diverse from my course of study, which is environmental science.
Mm.
Now, before I was rotated, the first place I was sales and distribution.
Mm.
And coming from a science background into a business and tech world is different, but it can be blended.
Mm.
Yes. So in the sales department, we learn how to sell those products that have been marketed. We learn how to interact with the field agent and get results and understand what our subscribers are saying out there.
Mm.
And I have also been on the field, so I'm not talking from a perspective of sitting in the office. They'll also take you to the field to make you understand how the business look like. If I was going to be employed at Lone Star Cell just in the one department,
Mm.
I would have been limited because I would totally work in my space. If that sales and distribution, I'll be there till I leave or till I see another opportunity, then apply. But with the graduate training program, the amazing part of it is that I have the opportunity to rotate throughout the business
Mm.
to get this idea, that idea, this other idea for free. I didn't study it in the university, but now I understand sales and distribution. Also, I'm in mobile money, and even with mobile money, there are various units.
Mm.
And I worked with finance. I did not go to school for banking and finance, but at least I can relate and explain and understand how the banking system work. And it's thanks to Lone Star Cell MTN. Right now, my current unit on mobile money is business intelligence, BI. which is very amazing, I must admit. Understanding how data management system works and applying it and seeing that you can function in it, especially from the field I come from, is something very, 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 very recommendable that anybody should be able to take this program serious and apply for it. I wasn't like this. Yes, I can talk. Yes, I'm good in my field, but I wasn't good in business and tech. But with Lone Star Cell MTN, I've been able to exploit my opportunities, not just in those departments we are calling, but with every activities they do, they include the yellow scholars to make sure that they are not leaving them out. They are working with them, they are carrying them along. So it's amazing. Also, the networking too is also important. With the program, you are able to network with people in a business and people outside the business. So it's a beautiful thing.
Great, great. Madam Horace, just hearing from them their experiences, it seems just apart from the recruitment and the rigorous recruitment, getting them on a go, the training and all that, but there is something like a professional working habit, exposure, how professional they can be on the job. Is there something different from the regular training on how you do the job?
So that's what sets us apart, actually. So because we've gone for the best of the best, almost all of the people that we've vetted in the Yellow Scholars program, as you just listened to them, they've actually exemplified what it means to be a scholar. So then the other thing is we have a really very highly professional environment, and every one of them are given the same equal opportunity as any employee. So by the time we onboard you on today as a Yellow Scholar, anything that is supposed to be done by a Lone Star Cell MTN employee, you are equally included. So
there's no line of distinction.
There's no line of distinction, no line of separation to say because they're interns, they're only restricted to doing this. Our interns are not for making tea. Our interns are not photocopiers. Our interns
send them to buy food.
No, they're not. If I say to buy my food, that means for two of us. It means it's just courtesy.
Yeah.
But our interns are not to be sent to buy food, or they're not for making tea, they're not for photocopy. Because it's an actual learning. And that's why I said from the beginning, it's on-the-job training. And if you have an on-the-job training opportunity, the maximum you should make out of it, because you're assigned to a supervisor or a mentor, you're also assigned to a department. You're given the opportunity to do whatever it is that they're doing in that department. It is left with you to be able to make the most of it. So certain departments have several units that you can be able to go to from one area to another. They're also giving projects. So regardless of them being graduate trainees, they can handle any project that any employee can handle, and they're given the responsibility to take charge of whatever delivery that project is supposed to do. So it's a space that gives equal opportunity, but that also gives that professional allowance for you to be able to explore. Make yourself anything you want to be. So we also have opportunity for us to network outside of Liberia. So they have opportunity to network with other MTN countries. They can also explore those opportunities. Some of them are part of the Global Graduates Program, and the Global Graduates Program is a program that includes graduates from different countries, and they come together on one program. They have learning experiences, they have different modules that they discuss, they talk about. So your networking doesn't only stop in Monrovia or in Liberia where Lone Star Cell MTN is. Your networking cuts across all the opcos where we have our footprints.
Is this program reducing the advertising of vacancies at Lone Star, given the fact that because they are potentially the next employees, if they are good, they can be recruited and be
to
employed.
an extent, yes.
So is it having some kind of effect or impact on vacancies?
That's one of the positive gains of the program. All right. So the thing is, we're not going to train graduates, train university students. We know they have the experience, and we let all of them go. However, we may not be able to keep every one of them as we train them. So we don't want to be selfish here, right? So, but besides that, there are opportunities out there that could be better than even opportunities with us that some of them may explore. So there are high chances of our graduates remaining with us because the knowledge and the trainings that they've actually gotten from us. Also, on the other hand, there are chances of us giving interns or graduates to other people and say, yeah, have some of our alumni, we've trained them, we've made them, and like take them, and and things like that. But what it has done for us as a business is it's helped us in a way. If, like, for instance, it shortens the time if you were to look for somebody in a level 1. If there's a role in a level 1 with their level of experience, and the thing is that because it's equal opportunity, they still have to apply. If there's a position vacant in the organization and any of them feel they're best suited for,
so they are not just handpicked.
No, we don't just handpick people and employ them. So if we didn't just handpick graduate trainees to put them on the program, we can just handpick you as well. Because the thing is, we're running a diversified program. All of them are from different fields, but they've gone to different departments and gotten experience. Some of them have gotten attached to particular units or departments and say, this is what I've seen that I like doing now. Besides studying biology, there are certain things that Betty may get attracted to now as an individual that she may want to, like, push herself in more. So if there's a position, we will not just be able to handpick Betty and say, Betty, you are suited for this program and this position code there. Betty will express interest. So the process of applying for a position is expressing interest to take on that role. Then Betty goes through the same process that anybody else may go through as well for that role. Then the only thing that sets Betty apart is her level of experience and the fact that she's an internal candidate. So then if Betty is the best person selected for that program, Betty is chosen for that particular position. So we'll not handpick at the end of their program because each of them have 18 months to be on the program. So at the end of their program,
but they do come with any of them potentially selected for employment. They do come with that advantage.
They come highly recommended even by the supervisors in the unit that they may be going to.
Yeah, and also having been in the system, they do understand the system as well. So it's at your. But talk us through, the application process. How does it work?
So as I said earlier, we're running 2 programs in the Yellow Scholars program. So we have the internship program. University students that are junior students or sophomore students. So if you are a junior student, it means you have been in a university for 2 years.
Yeah.
If you are a community university community college student, it's the same 2 years, right? But the thing about the community college, the reason why I mentioned community college is because it's not a Monrovia program. It's not limited to us only choosing people from the universities in Monrovia. If you are a community college student, it means you have ended your 2 years because the community college is AA. So you ended your community college, then you will be only eligible for the internship program. So for the internship program, you have to be between the ages of 18 to 25 years. You have at least 3.5 or above grade point. So your 3.5 above grade point is a cumulative average of the entire semester. It's not just one grade that equals to that 3.5. So the entire grade. So when you're ending the semester, you put all your grades averages together and give you a cumulative average for the overall. So most grade sheets you'll see there's a semester average and there's a cumulative average at the bottom. That means if you put your 2 semesters together, your average equals to 3.5 or it's above. So that's for the internship program. Then for the graduate trainees program, you are a senior student or graduating senior, or you must have graduated at least a year ago. That means at least 11 months ago, 10 months ago, like that.
Mhm.
Or you can be over 12 months graduate, and we admit you to the program. And you have to be still 18 to 25 years, and you must have 3.5 or above grade point. So those are the eligibility criteria for the both programs. Then how you can apply. So you need to have at least
Mm.
a letter of motivation that states why you feel best suited for the program. In that letter, you're not going to tell us, by the way of introduction, my name is no. Your the application is already it will carry your name at the end.
Mhm.
So it's a concise and precise way of explaining why you are better than the next person that could be possibly selected. So what sets you apart in terms of your selection? Then you have a 2 minutes video. In that 2 minutes video, you're also talking about why you are best suited for the program, but you're specifically talking straight in 2 minutes. So your experience, maybe you may have gotten some experiences around while you were working, while you were in a university, you did some student exchange, you're a cadet, you did, in your video is an advantage for you, but stick to 2 minutes. Don't go above 2 minutes because that's the instruction. Then you have a copy of your grade sheet. You also have your curriculum vitae, or you put in one document and send to us through email.
Mm.
There are no paper applications accepted for this program because we do not have space to keep paper. So your email should be done in one. Save all your files together and send it to the email address yellowscholars.lr@mtn.com.
Mm.
So the yellow is YELLOSCHOLARS. yellowscholars.lr@mtn.com. So the LR is for Liberia because this program is also being run in other MTN countries.
Mm.
That if you remove the LR, you
But
may not get.
how is the email publicized? Is
So-
it on the website?
Yes, it's also on our LinkedIn page, it's on our Facebook page, it's on our Instagram page, and in fact, it's on all of our social media pages where Lone Star Cell MTN does post. But
Do you apply for specific unit within a department, for example?
no, so the thing is, as an intern, you're only applying for the internship program.
Okay.
So it is the organization. Once you are selected, we will do your placement. So we do placement based on, we look at several things in the placement. It's not even your area of study, because we said earlier that we're trying to diversify young people. We're trying to make them to have experience in different areas. So you may study accounting in a university and will not put PhD in finance. Not because we do not want you to further your studies in finance, but because it will be good for, on top of your accounting skills that you already learning at school, for you to have some marketing experience. Because at the end of the day, when you go out there, they don't ask you for the other things that you may know. It's an advantage for you if you do other things that are other than your field of study. So you don't apply for a particular department, you don't apply for a particular area to be posted. You're only applying for the particular program. So if you are a junior or a sophomore, you are applying for the internship. Don't confuse the two of them. So the entire program is not called graduate trainees. The entire program is called Yellow Scholars Program. But the difference is your university status. So if you are a junior student or a sophomore student, you are applying for internship.
Okay.
If you are a senior student or a graduating senior, you are applying for graduate trainees program.
Okay.
So that's the difference. You don't apply for a department.
Any of you apply? Who one of you apply for maybe the graduate or the is it the trainees or?
Yeah, so Temnek is the only person who has been
graduated
intern. He has been intern and he came back as a graduate trainee.
Okay.
Yeah, but these two, Betty and
trainees.
Winnie, they are graduate trainees.
Oh.
So they have 1 year, 6 months. So Dominic has had the opportunity to come back. He's been twice. So he was an intern, and for 4 months, Then he graduated and came back. He still maintained his grade point, so he applied
How
again for
often
it.
that happens? You know, you come as intern.
We've had how many of them? Also, we had Bendia was an intern. Then she came back as a graduate. Yes.
I thought it was rare.
Then we
Eh,
also have had the Dominic as well.
So when you came as interns, you were placed in which department?
Risk and compliance.
Sorry, risk and compliance. Then as a graduate trainee, as what?
As graduate training, I've been in sales and distribution. I've been in mobile money, and I currently sit in marketing.
So of all the the departments and the experiences, which one you love the most?
Marketing.
Okay. But is that where you are now?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So anyway, what about you two? Somebody can just knock the microphone there. No,
Already on.
no, just knock it. Okay, great. Go ahead.
So like I said previously,
Mm.
when I came, I'm a intern, graduate trainee.
Mhm.
I was assigned to enterprise business unit, and then I was moved to finance where I'm presently at.
Okay. You want to go back or you want to stay? Just can you put in for retransfer or what?
So the thing is, because you have 18 months
Mm.
and you need to go around, so you can't ask to go back to where you came from.
Mm.
That's the problem.
And you have no authority over what.
No, and you know the thing is, these graduate trainees, they can make me laugh. When they came, they didn't know where they would be.
Mhm.
But by the time they go to their first department, they will never want to be rotated. They don't want to move again.
Mm.
Like Dominic is saying now, he's attached to marketing. Next week, we're doing our rotation.
You know where you will go.
You didn't even know. Next week, regardless of you being attached to marketing and loving it in marketing, you have to go to other places to learn as well.
Mm.
So it's not an option for you because it's every 4 months that you need to move.
So just apart from the opportunity to be on a job, to work in that environment, do they benefit any other thing?
Yes.
Financially and all that. Do they take pay like the employees?
I wanted to let them to speak to themselves.
Yeah, you can respond to that. Yeah. Any of you?
Yes, so there are benefits.
Mm.
As I said, they don't treat us as interns. They treat us also as workers. So there is a compensation
Okay.
that cannot be mentioned. But there is
for security reason.
there is something
Family people.
very tangible that you receive for the program. And also you have
They get
airtime
a
benefits.
Pentecostal care. It's very tangible.
And there is airtime also that is given to you at the end of the month. So, and plus the network also is a benefit because you get to network with people that you would not know just like that.
Yeah. And also build your CV. Yeah. Yeah. And you too?
Yeah, she said everything. They are compensating us, and it's very tangible.
Okay.
So we, like she said, when you get into the networking space, you meet a lot of people that you will not just see outside there. You meet ESCOM members, you talk to them, and if you don't have idea or anything, you can't just feel like, oh, this is the CEO, he's the boss. You can walk to him and ask him. And the good thing I like about the working sector in Lone Star Cell, we don't call people boss.
Mm.
We call everyone by their name. I would say Janet. I would not say Miss Horace. I just call them by their name. So there is no boss. We are all equal because we are colleagues.
Ah,
That's how they take us.
okay. I think amongst you, Dominic, tasted both sides
Dominic is the most
Intern-
experienced.
yeah, intern and but I mean, how does that add to your experience now?
Well, it's such an amazing one, I'll tell you, because I mean, like, especially when we have new people joining, and I see them sitting in the conference room, I can be like, I was once here, and I thought I can go there and eat a food too. Yeah. I mean, like, we can sit and have conversations, and like I try to tell them my experience of how I got to where I am now, and it makes me feel somehow like how should I say it, joyful,
Mm.
because I mean, like, you have a lot of young people out there who are in search of such opportunity, and see myself to have been selected as an intern first,
Mhm.
and then went back to school after about, let's say, 6 months to 1 year, and then I got accepted again. I mean, like, I think Janet mentioned just a single person before me who it happened for. I mean, like, it tells me that you can find grace. Let me just say it that way. Yeah, like, because it is something that is kind of rare, especially like to maintain, let's say, to maintain a grade point average. Because at some point you might want to feel reluctant, like, let me just forget about this, or maybe I can try to go somewhere else, or I mean, just something that will try to discourage you or so. But then I feel like, no, I can make this. I was made for this. Let me say it that way. Yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, being an intern and a graduate training, it has put me in the position where I can sit with someone and have real conversations about Lone Star. I can discuss issues relating to Lone Star, not just from the surface. I mean, like, I can go in depth because I've been rotated to major departments. I would say yes, and if you just allow me to just, let's say, just
Yeah.
have conversation about Lone Star, I can do that. And also, as a graduate trainee, I've grown to the point where in most of the people who are in managerial roles and ESCOM roles, I mean, like, I see them more like colleague, like that.
Mm.
At first I used to be like, the person can be my man, the person can be my pa. So it used to be kind of difficult for me to have
Mm.
relatable conversations with them. But at times, like, I am some managers, we have conversations like I'm talking to some 23, 24 year old, like, man, crowd, like that. And it has relieved that burden off me. And also, I've been given the space to be seen out there, like, so when there are programs, I mean, like, at times I'm placed on programs, and it allows me to be seen by the world out there. Like, I'm not just sitting in office, or, at times people can ask me the question, you selling SIM card to yeah, I mean, like,
All of
so
us selling SIM cards.
yeah, so I can be like, when you say you selling SIM card, what you
What
mean?
you
Whether,
mean?
like, you don't get registered the SIM card and don't sir. I say, to some extent I can do that, but that's not my role. And at times, when some of my friends see some of the posts that are being done by Lone Star, and they see my picture, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you." And I'll be like, "Yes, I mean." So Lone Star, he has put me in the position where, people can
Mm.
turn to me and say words of inspiration and words of encouragement, and tell me that they're actually proud of me, and it gives me so much joy.
Yep. 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 So, are there specific departments for interns and also graduates, trainees?
No. So the place,
It's a mix.
yeah, it's
So
a
you can
mix.
find you can see like two interns here and a graduate trainee here.
So okay, like we were looking for 10 people, 10
Mm.
graduate students.
Mm.
5 will be interns and 5 will be graduate trainees. We had to drop the number because last year we did 15, year before last we did 15.
Mm.
But because of the increase in the number and then the space to accommodate, we had to drop the number again this year so that we can be able to accommodate people. So there are no specific departments that will say this department is for intern or
Mm.
this department is for graduate trainees. Eh? So, but the thing is, because we have some graduate trainees that are already in some departments, maybe some of them were requested for specifically because of the need or the particular projects they're working in.
Mm.
They could be in a department with an intern.
Okay.
So a graduate trainee could be there and also an intern be placed there. But the thing about the interns is they're just spending 4 months with us. They will go back to school.
Okay.
So, as Dominic mentioned, you see, the program's objective is being achieved. Our objective was to encourage scholarliness.
Mm.
And if somebody went to the program first as an intern and went back to school and encouraged himself to continue that scholarliness, continue keeping that grade point so he can come back to the program. That means any other student out there in a university can be like Dominic, can be like Betty, can be like Winnie, or any of our other graduate trainees, because 3.5 is in a how I wanted to speak in something
Nine yam.
in a year. 3.5 is doable, right? It's doable. It's something that anyone can achieve. I just spoke yesterday and said we've had more than 65 people in the entire Yellow Scholars program, whether as intern or as graduate trainees. Just last year alone, 4 of our graduates were outsourced to our partner organization for them to continue working as employees. Besides that, since this program started, we've hired at least 5 of our graduate trainees to continue working as employees. So this program is actually a
people apply for
What?
6 years.
What? So you know that we the first time we received at least this it was at least like 32 applications.
Hmm.
But in the last 3 years, we've received over 500 applications for this Yellow Scholars program. The only thing is, maybe sometimes people may fail to follow instruction because the last short list, the long list that I reviewed before giving a short list to ESCOM was
Mhm.
at least over 35
Okay.
as a long list. So that means coming down from all of those who, like they get some people who will just be trying. Like the program is for 18 to 25 years. If you are 26, don't apply for this program. Find other things in Lone Star Cell MTN and apply for, and we'll give you an opportunity. We'll listen to you. But the program, they will say 18 to 25. You'll see first that we need to vet out are those who are not eligible and still send an application. So we've received very many applications, but we still are able to narrow them down and to have the at least the best of the best selected. So your video, your motivation, and everything is just one part of it when we receive your application. But your interview process, because you have presentations to do, you have essays to write, you have different things. We're not scaring you, but we made the application process and the selection process rigorous because we have so many people who are eligible for the program, and we may just be selecting not the best if we don't do this.
Okay.
So we have to put in all of these measures to get the best of the best.
Okay, I will come back to you for your parting comments again. I'll just go across the table, your parting comments lastly.
All right, so to those in Radio Land, I mean, like if you are a university student and you're listening to this show, you can take advantage of this Yellow Scholars program. I mean, once you've met the requirements, you have the 3.5 GPA, you are between the ages 18 to 25, you are sophomore, junior, or senior student. You can take advantage of this program, and I'll be glad to hear you say, "Oh, it was from the time you people were at ELBC. I listened to you and I applied."
Okay, thank you, Dominic. Let's hear you.
So, coming from a different view, biology, like I said, and seeing myself into the tech space, and as a female, I would like to encourage a lot of females to take an advantage of this program. Dana scam is real. Apply once you got the criteria and you fit, they will accept you and you will work in Lone Star just like an employee. So we are not only good for making babies, but we can be whatsoever we want to be once we put our mind to it. So it doesn't matter what field you study, but once you are focused and you are willing to learn, they will be teaching you gradually and you will be on path. That's all.
Thank you. Yeah.
So the good thing is that you still have 3 more days to apply because the deadline is May 30th. So don't just listen. Please apply. We are not better than you that we are here in studio. You could be better than us, but if you do not apply, you're limited, especially if you need an experience. So sit up, write that motivational letter, get your CV, do your 2 minutes video, send it to the right channel, and just trust God that you could be just the next Yellow Scholar. And I'm waiting for you and rooting for any one of you that are applying, especially for Stella Maris. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
There's
you,
small
Stella
bias
Maris.
there.
Thank you, Stella Maris. Oh, Dominic, you want to mention AME,
But
and especially for AME.
yeah.
So myself, I'm encouraging you if you are from LU, if you are from University of Liberia, your turn laugh. Especially for University of Liberia and you are a female, you are a scholar, please apply today and you are the one we're waiting for. Send your email to the email address yellowscholars.lr@mtn.com. The yellow is YELLO, yellow, SCHOLARS.LR@mtn.com. Your application is what we're waiting for, and we'll be happy to have these scholars onboard you. You're most welcome to the best GSM network in Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. They've been my guests from Lone Star Cell MTN on the Super Morning Show this morning, talking about the Yellow Scholars program. Next up, I will be speaking with the Police Inspector General, Conor Gregory.